Hello, Scorpio. How are you guys? Scorpio, thank you guys so much for being here. You already know from the title that this will be the general messages for December of 2019. So we're taking a look at the general messages for December of 2019 for Scorpio. Let's take a look and see what this energy looks like. How have you guys been, Scorpio? I know it's been quite some time since you guys got a general reading from me. And I really want to take a look. This is going to be an interesting time because, this is December. It's the last month of the year. So we're looking at, things. Some of you guys may be wrapping up loose ends, tying up loose ends, or however the saying goes. Some of you, it's not that, it's not that pointed. Some of you guys are just, kind of reevaluating things as the year is ending, kind of maybe moving into some of your 2020 energy. So this reading is really going to cover a lot of that. It may even include some spillover energy from November as well, I feel, for a lot of you. Okay. So, of course, this would be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. These are your general messages for December of 2019. I'm not sure what can pop up here, which is going to be the strongest message that you, Scorpio, need to hear, okay? Could be about love, money, travel, just whatever aspect of life. Thank you, Spirit, so much for allowing us to see, allowing us to interpret and understand your messages for Scorpio, December 2019. All right, Scorpio. What's going on for you guys? Okay. So central energy here. We have the King of Wands, Scorpio. Wow. So King of Wands, you know what? This is quite interesting. Like I said, this is definitely, I did feel like there was some spillover from November's energy in Scorpio. What I'm definitely seeing here is I'm feeling like, okay, for November, like Scorpio season really kind of left you to be like this really admired type of person. Like people have really looked up to you. People are really looking up to you. Maybe they're looking to you to see what sort of action that you're about to take during this time, okay? But you definitely have the ball. You definitely have the power, okay? And you have the power of motion. I do feel like there is some sort of contemplation, okay, about maybe which move to make, or maybe the move that you're going to make, but there's a contemplation, a strategy that you're still needing to execute behind it. And I feel like people are definitely looking up to you to see what sort of decision needs to be made in whatever particular matter here, okay? So your recent past here is the Hangman. Okay, and the Hangman is actually reversed. Okay. What I really feel like here is I feel like there has been like in the past you have definitely felt the need to, you've definitely felt the need to have to just kind of take on more than what you really needed to, okay? And this is you in the now, maybe kind of finally sitting down like, whoa, like I really didn't even have to do all that. I really didn't even have to take on all of these different things here. Spirit was trying to get you to say, listen, you need to take a moment and you need to rest and really reflect on where or what opportunity is going to take you in what particular direction, okay? Spirit has let you know in the past that, you know what, you need to kind of just take a break and just really allow Spirit to work on things, okay? And with you being the King of Wands, the king, or you coming off as this King of Wands energy, is really suggesting to me that it's almost kind of a struggle for you to really relinquish some sort of responsibility or some sort of activity. I don't know. It's not, I don't feel like you're having to step down from a position. It's just you're realizing now that you're in this such of a position so that, you know, you don't have to like do all the work and take on all the responsibilities. You actually can delegate some things to other people. Spirit may be trying to get you to understand that, okay? All right. Okay. So what I'm really feeling like, the reason why you kind of feel like that is, I feel like there's some sort of control, some sort of issue with control here, with the Five of Cups coming out on your present energy in a way. I'm really kind of feeling like with the Five of Cups, yeah, with the Five of Cups there next to the King of Wands, definitely there's a regret of something in the past. Maybe you felt like you didn't do enough of a particular thing in the past, and it kind of passed you by. It slipped through the cracks. It spilled through the cracks in your fingers there. Okay, and so this is that control. That's why it's a little hard for you to relinquish certain things over, is because there's this need to make sure that if you do it, it's going to be done right, and there's not going to be any disappointment. Okay. Now, possible future here is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like what that's going to end up doing is going to end up just recreating the inevitable. Like, how can I say this? The fate that you may be trying to avoid by taking control and taking the reins and doing things yourself, like the thing that you're trying to avoid, like, you're going to end up running right into that. You may even drive yourself into that fate faster than had you would have just let spirit work things out for you. Okay. With that Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords energy there. Yeah. Something is possibly heading to a very, very, very fast and quite possible bitter ending. Again, this does kind of represent your past energy too. So this could re-solidify exactly that past energy, that of something that just kind of ended beyond your control and that you kind of just had to get over. But there's this situation where, you know, maybe you really haven't gotten over it quite yet, because, you know, now you're having to drive the chariot yourself, you know, or you're feeling as though you have to drive the chariot yourself. Okay. Let's take a look here and see what is actually driving this King of Wands right here in the belly of the situation. Okay. We have the Four of Swords. So again, this is where you have understood, where spirit has said, listen, slow down. Like, okay, the way that I can relate this here is with this Four of Wands being here, this Four of Wands and this King of Swords is like, okay, you've really been thinking a lot and strategizing a lot, and spirit is saying, okay, there's nothing that you really need to figure out. Just take some time, sit down on your throne and just kind of sit down on your throne and just kind of have what you have right now. But, you know, I really feel like with this Four of Swords and then this Hangman in reverse, it's again just solidifying to me that there's some sort of strategy that you've like been trying to rack your brain with, some sort of strategy that you've been trying to come up with so that you can put it forth into action. But no, spirit is saying, no, you need to rest your mind. You need to just kind of even, I don't want to say anything as toxic as saying, oh, just get over it, you know, which a lot of times we do. And I mean, I'm guilty of it as well sometimes, but I just feel like in this situation, it's not like a just get over it situation. It's just kind of like, okay, you know, just understand the limits of what you can do and can't do in the situation that you're in. Okay. And you're finally coming to terms with that. All right, your present energy though, or what's in your present environment here is the World. Oh, so this is, okay, spirit is telling me huge things are at stake. Scorpio, huge things are at stake here. That's just the message that spirit gave me as I turned that card over. And that's why you're feeling the need to do a lot and try to control the outcome of the situation, because it means that much to you. It's like there's almost no way. It's like you have faith that things will work out in the way that you need it to work out, but it's almost where you're just still too involved. You're still too involved in it. Okay? But I understand the stakes now, Scorpio, definitely. I understand the stakes of it all, for sure. What are your hopes and fears? Your hopes and fears here is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is talking about, I feel like some sort of balance that is needing to be adjusted or restored, or at least even examined. Some sort of audit needs to be taken. Okay? And there's some sort of deciding force, as into, it's like, all right, what am I going to, there's almost a question of, what am I going to invest within myself and still be able to provide for those around you? And that could be the very strategy. That could be the very thing that's at stake. Okay? Listen, there may be some of you Scorpios out here, I feel like it may be some sort of gambling situation. Right now, it may be kind of like petty gambling for some of you. For others of you, there's may be someone in your environment, though, as well. It may not be you. It may be someone that's in your environment. Okay? But with the Wheel and the Six of Pentacles, there's almost a desperate need for things, maybe monetarily or foundationally, or in some sort of family way. Like, things just kind of need to come to some sort of resolution. Some things need to really even out and even up, and at the same time, that's also the stakes of the situation, because there may have been I feel like there may have been a very, very, very past disappointment in the family. And what I'm feeling like is, Spirit is telling me that for some of you, it could have been some sort of untimely death in the family that someone feels as though they could have avoided had they been a little less negligent in the situation. And I know that sounds very... Excuse me, hold on. I know that sounds very morbid, but that Spirit needed to get that out. And I hope all that made sense. I hope I wasn't just like babbling, because I do that. But yeah, the stakes are huge here. Huge disappointments in the past, and it's like you've done what you've had to do to recreate the situation up to the point to maybe where you lost it all the first time. And now that it's back at that point, it's like the stakes are high. Well, what's at the finish line? Oh, the Seven of Wands. Listen. There's energy that I honestly feel that by the end of December, for some of you, you're still going to be you're going to go into the new year. You're going to go into January defending something, fighting for something, and it's for a cause. And again, I feel like it's definitely tied up to whatever sort of stake is in the balance there with the Six of Pentacles and the world. You're gonna have the power with the Seven of Wands there. You are gonna have the power. However, there are going to be opinionated peoples that may be around you that you may feel as though you have to defend and justify yourself to. Okay? Card under the deck, Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles. So what you're fighting for could quite possibly be heading your way. You're fighting for something that you know it's going to happen for you, but maybe people don't necessarily see it coming towards you yet. It's not happening fast. It's not happening fast. It's not happening fast enough. Or rather, it's not happening fast enough for the people around you. Even still, it may not be happening fast enough for you as well, which is why you're the hangman in reverse, needing to kind of chill out a little bit and allow that thing, maybe this person, to come to you. I feel like there could be a reluctance to accept help from maybe someone who is younger than you also. Okay? Let's pull some signs from spirit. Scorpio, this is deep energy. Deep energy. I mean, I definitely see some very successful things happening, but I just feel like the successes or the good things of whatever is going to be happening in the month of December, Scorpio, some of it is just going to be the direct effect of maybe some sort of hardship that you had, or, you know, it's going to be kind of unrelated to what kind of hardship you're going through, and it's just going to be like those situations where something really, really good happens when something really, really, really bad that's completely unrelated happens as well. Kind of those situations. But for some of you, the good and the bad may actually tie into one another. It may be some sort of triumph that you have over this bad, but then you're still needing to fight and maintain that king of the hill position that you actually get. At least long enough until, you know, at least long enough until what is being rectified and balanced actually comes your way. For some of you, this may be some sort of like inheritance that has just been held up. Okay, let's pull signs from Spirit. Spirit, thank you so much for the messages that you've been able to provide for us, for Scorpio, for December of 2019. Please allow us to see. Please allow us to see signs from you that can help direct Scorpio. All right, I'm here. One more shuffle. All right, 2 cards, please, for Scorpio. I'm going to have 2 cards, Spirit. Please allow me to have 2 cards, Spirit. Oh, there we go. Spirit just glided those right on out of my hand. All right, the first card we have here is coins, support. What have I been saying this whole time? Like I said, there may have been some sort of letdown when it comes to maybe how a money situation has happened, and you've built it back up, but now you want to make sure that you get your fair share of things, and not necessarily the short end of things, but you're kind of being a control freak about it. But it's completely, it's completely justified, because you just don't want to be, it's like now that you kind of know the ropes of what to do, it's like you just don't want to be set up for that disappointment again. And guess what? We have rainbow renewal. Rainbow renewal. So what that really tells me is, honestly, it really tells me that things are really going to work out. And we already knew that anyway, because with that 7 of Wands there, it really comes right after that 6 of Wands. That 6 of Wands is that triumph. That 6 of Wands is that, that recognition and notoriety. Okay. To me, the 7 of Wands is just, the fight that you still have to fight to maintain that shit, And with the rainbow and the renewal card, I really feel like this is kind of giving me, honestly, I feel some sort of like weird kind of duality aspect of this, like where, in order for there to be a very, very pretty rainbow, it actually has to rain. Okay. But what comes out of that rain is a renewed sense of vitality. Okay? That's beautiful energy there. Beautiful energy. There's something that I really feel like Scorpio kind of contemplated giving up because something didn't happen the way they wanted it to happen. But instead, they used it to really kind of kick themselves into overdrive and attain it. All right? But don't be afraid. I think some of you Scorpios is like now you've reached a point to where you know that you really can't do it all by yourself, and you're a little afraid to relinquish some responsibilities over to people because you're having a hard time just trusting other people right now. Okay, Scorpio? But trusting people's intentions, not even like their heart, but you're having maybe people's motives for something. Maybe somebody, this was under the deck, so actually maybe someone offered you something, and now maybe someone offered you something that you almost kind of was like, I can see the potential of it, but it's like you're really kind of sitting back and like trying to figure out if this particular offer is genuine. And with coins and rainbow and renewal, for some of you, it actually may be very, very genuine. And the message here is to not try to control the situation, but as in fact still operate through the situation and just know that, the stakes are high, but things are definitely going to balance out because you can't have the world here. You're stepping into a new cycle right now. So this whole thing could be about whether or not do you trust a particular opportunity that may be being offered to you. Let's go ahead and pull one more oracle message here so we can tie this on up. I'm going to pull this from our Chakra Insight Oracle. It may give you some insight in what you can actually, focus on, what chakras you can focus on that may help you in this particular matter here, Scorpio. Scorpio, this is a very, very earthy feel to this reading, I feel. Even though we're dealing with a lot of wands and swords energies, I just really feel this very grounded energy here that we're still needing to deal with. This is you definitely trying to figure out, trying to really decide about maybe where your foundation is going to be. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What else does Scorpio need to know that may help them? Okay. Oh, look, card number 27, emotional balance. That is so beautiful. Like that message, that whole, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of, but yeah, that is so beautiful. Card number 27, stability, harmony, peace, fluidity. Just allow things to just kind of flow. Let go of that control. Let go of that control. You don't really have to fight as hard as you really think you do. But the thing about it is the heart that you're fighting from is a heart that has been treated unfair. So that's why you're going so hard. But balance out that emotion. This is that green energy, okay? So it's definitely coming from your heart chakra. Okay, take a look within your own heart, and maybe you'll find the answers there. Maybe you'll find your strategy there. Okay. Take out some of the actions that you're doing. Take out some of the mental things that you're doing. Approach this emotionally. What feels good to you? Okay. Spirit will lead you there. Spirit is trying to tell you, I'm trying to lead you there if you would just allow me to. But no, you're trying to do too much. Scorpio. Let me know how this works out for you guys in the comment box below, Scorpio. Man, this is a very deep message. And, December is definitely going to be a powerful month for a lot of you guys because, like I said, this is where you're starting to kind of realize maybe, all right, I feel like a lot of you are trying to really just cut away exactly what didn't work for you all year so that you can really go into some sort of 2020 energy with some sense of freshness, renewal even, okay? But first, you got to let go of all the craziness that happened in 2019. And so December is going to be like that for you, I feel, Scorpio, for a lot of you. But yes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Please get the message out there. It really helps. If you'd like to book a personal reading, just email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com. I actually do have a current love reading special that is going to be taking place for the rest of the year. Okay. So, Scorpio, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later, man. I'll see you guys in 2020 for sure. Bye.